7 life-changing lessons on positive mental attitude. Unlock your potential today. Let me ask you something. If you could rewire your mind for success, happiness, and fulfillment starting right now, would you do it? See, most people go through life believing their circumstances dictate their future, that their challenges define their destiny. But what if I told you there is one powerful force right here within you that can completely change the game? That force is your mental attitude. Napoleon Hill once said, "You can't always control your circumstances, but you can control your mental attitude." Think about that for a moment. Your mental attitude is the lens through which you see the world, the filter that colors every decision you make and every opportunity you seize or let slip by. So here's the real question. How clear is your lens? How sharp is your focus? Are you aiming for growth, or are you stuck in the mud of self-doubt and negativity? Stay with me, because by the end of this conversation, you will not only understand the profound power of a positive mental attitude, but also walk away with actionable tools to harness it and reshape your life. Let's start by unpacking this. Why does attitude matter? Why not just work hard, grind it out, and wait for results? Let me tell you why. Imagine 2 people climbing a mountain. One focuses on how steep, jagged, and impossible the climb looks. The other focuses on the breathtaking view waiting at the summit. Both face the same mountain, but who do you think reaches the top? It's not your talent, resources, or even your circumstances that define your success. It's your perspective, your attitude, that dictates the energy you bring to the journey. Let's break this down into 3 powerful insights Napoleon Hill shared about cultivating a positive mental attitude, and more importantly, let's turn those insights into actionable steps you can use starting today. Insight 1. You become what you think about most of the time. Hill famously wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." This isn't just motivational fluff. This is neuroscience in action. The thoughts you repeat to yourself create neural pathways in your brain. Over time, those pathways shape your beliefs, your habits, and ultimately, your reality. Let me ask you, what are you feeding your mind daily? Are you focusing on fears, failures, and frustrations? Or are you envisioning opportunities, growth, and breakthroughs? Your thoughts are like seeds. If you plant weeds, don't expect roses to grow. Napoleon Hill also said, "Keep your mind fixed on what you want in life, not on what you don't want." How often do we get distracted by our doubts and fears instead of our dreams? The power of focus cannot be overstated. From James Allen's As a Man Thinketh, the soul attracts that which it secretly harbors, that which it loves, and also that which it fears. Think of the last time you obsessed over a fear or worry, only to see it manifest. Your thoughts are magnetic. Choose wisely. Studies back this up. A groundbreaking 2011 study from the University of Pennsylvania found that individuals with optimistic thought patterns were 50% more likely to achieve their goals than those who dwelled on potential failures. The researchers concluded that optimism builds resilience and fosters proactive problem solving, a critical ingredient in success. Imagine if every time you faced a setback, you trained your mind to find solutions instead of excuses. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about that. Imagine the strength and freedom that comes from focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, your reactions, and your mindset. Oprah Winfrey once said, "What you dwell on is what you become." This underscores the importance of not just focusing on positivity, but also consistently taking aligned actions. Imagine a painter who focuses on creating a masterpiece, but never picks up the brush. Positive thinking is the spark, but action is the flame. Action item 1, start a daily mental diet. For the next 30 days, commit to consuming only positive, empowering content. Read books that inspire you, listen to uplifting podcasts, surround yourself with people who lift you up. Guard your mind like a fortress, because the quality of what goes in determines the quality of what comes out. Action item 2, practice mental rehearsal. Every morning, take 5 minutes to visualize your ideal day. See yourself handling challenges with confidence, achieving your goals, and feeling grateful. The more vividly you see it, the more likely your brain is to bring it to life. Insight 2. Your attitude shapes your relationships. Hill taught that no one succeeds alone. Your ability to foster genuine, uplifting relationships often hinges on your attitude. Let's be honest, no one wants to spend time with someone who's constantly complaining, criticizing, or doubting. Your attitude is like a magnet. It either attracts or repels people. Here's a question. How do you show up in your relationships? Are you bringing energy, encouragement, and empathy? Or are you draining the room with negativity? Napoleon Hill reminds us, no man can succeed in life without the support of others. It's not just about having people in your corner. It's about being the kind of person others want to support. From Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, we learn. You can make more friends in 2 months by being interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Imagine being the person who uplifts others, who listens deeply, and who inspires. That's the foundation of powerful connections. Barack Obama once said, "The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something." Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. You will fill yourself with hope. Think of how this applies to your relationships. When you actively contribute to others' lives, you foster a sense of connection and mutual positivity. Science echoes this. A study published in Psychological Science in 2018 revealed that expressing gratitude strengthens relationships and increases trust. Researchers found that gratitude activates the brain's reward center, making both the giver and receiver of gratitude feel more connected and valued. Imagine the impact of showing appreciation to a colleague or loved one today. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late." Think about the relationships in your life that might need nurturing. Is there someone you've been meaning to reach out to? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Action item 3. Develop the habit of gratitude. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for and 1 person you appreciate. Then, take it a step further. Let that person know. Send a quick text, give them a call, or write a note. Watch how this simple practice transforms your relationships. Action item 4. Be a problem solver, not a problem dweller. The next time someone comes to you with a challenge, resist the urge to complain or commiserate. Instead, ask, how can we turn this into an opportunity? Positivity is contagious, and solutions build stronger bonds than shared negativity. Insight 3. Your challenges are opportunities in disguise. Let's get real. Life will throw curveballs. No one is immune to setbacks, failures, or heartbreaks. But here's the catch. It's not what happens to you that matters. It's how you respond. Hill said every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Let me share a quick story. There was a man who lost everything, his job, his home, and even his sense of identity. At his lowest point, he decided to focus on just one thing he could control, his attitude. He started learning new skills, building relationships, and seizing small opportunities. Fast forward a few years. He didn't just rebuild his life, he created a legacy that inspired millions. That man's name was Napoleon Hill himself. So let me ask you, what challenges are you facing right now? And more importantly, how can you turn them into stepping stones? Hill also said, strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Your challenges aren't roadblocks, they're training grounds. From Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Think about a time when a setback forced you to grow. Maybe it was losing a job, but then discovering a passion you never knew you had. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you think you cannot do." Consider how this mindset can turn challenges into triumphs. Facing fear head-on builds the resilience needed to overcome life's obstacles. Research supports this transformative power. A 2019 study from Stanford University found that individuals who reframed their failures as opportunities for learning experienced significant increases in resilience and performance. The researchers observed that simply adopting a growth mindset can make adversity a catalyst for personal development. Action item 5. Reframe your setbacks. Write down your biggest challenge and ask yourself, What's one thing I can learn from this? How can I grow because of this? Commit to finding at least one positive takeaway. Action item 6. Build your resilience muscle. Every day, do one thing that pushes you out of your comfort zone, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, trying a new skill, or facing a fear. Growth happens on the edge of discomfort. The power of choice. Everything we've discussed so far boils down to one undeniable truth. You have the power to choose your attitude. Every day, every moment, you're faced with a choice. Will you focus on what's missing or what's possible? Will you dwell on your limitations or your potential? Hill's wisdom reminds us, success requires no apologies, failure permits no alibis. Excuses may feel comforting in the short term, but they're the enemy of progress. You can't control everything, but you can control how you show up, and that's all you need. Action item 7. Create a personal mantra. Choose a phrase that empowers you, like, I am unstoppable, or I turn challenges into opportunities. Repeat it every time you feel doubt creeping in. Words have power, and your self-talk shapes your destiny. Closing challenge. Before we wrap up, I want to challenge you to take action. Choose one thing from today's conversation, whether it's starting a gratitude practice, reframing a setback, or creating your mantra, and do it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. If you've learned something new or heard something that resonates with you, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. Why? Because every time you engage, you're not just helping us reach more people, you're reinforcing your own commitment to growth. Plus, you'll never miss the life-changing insights we share in future videos. And one more thing, is there a topic you'd love for us to explore? Something that could help you or others create a better world? Let us know in the comments. Your input doesn't just guide our content. It shapes a community dedicated to living with purpose and positivity. Remember, the power to change your life is already within you. Now, it's time to act.